So we're going to kind of think of this as a road with a start and a finish. So kind of from lowest to highest. So tropic. This slide is going to kind of break down the positions organisms occupy in food chains and show how energy is transferred and lost at each step. So at the base of the tropic pyramid are the producers, primarily plants, which harness sunlight and create food through photosynthesis. So think of that as like the starting line. These producers form the foundation of the ecosystem's energy supply. So then next, we have the primary. We have, sorry, lost my space for a second. Next, we have the primary consumers, herbivores like rabbits and deer that feed directly on plants. So following them are secondary consumers, which include carnivores, omnivores that eat herbivores, and then other consumers such as top predators like wolves, which feed on secondary consumers. Those are called tertiary consumers. So again, those are those top predators. One crucial point to point out is that the energy loss that occurs as we move through the tropic levels. Energy pyramids visually represent this decline, showing that only about 10% of the energy from one level is passed on to the next. That's the 10% rule. We'll talk about that in a second. The remaining 90% is lost mostly as heat due to metabolic processes. The significant energy loss explains why higher tropic levels have fewer organisms and less biomass. The energy simply just isn't sufficient to support large populations at the top. Understanding the energy flow and how it is represented just helps to show how it affects ecosystem structure and dynamics, influencing things from population size to biodiversity. So now building on this idea of energy within ecosystems, let's shift focus on how ecosystems produce and utilize energy through processes like photosynthesis and respiration. We're going to talk about gross and net primary productivity, which just quantifies or gives number to the energy input and ability in ecosystems, providing deeper insight into the ecosystem health and function.